Ow now, brown cow.
Oh no.
News team assemble!
I can't do that when I'm trying to take a drink, man. I was just about to spew coffee all over Julian.
Hello, Cochise County. Welcome to another episode of Cool FM Live Sports Show. I'm your host, John Berger. With me is Coach Jared Young and Julian Duran. We have an incredible show this week. And first up, Eagle highlights.
Wow, man, that was some crazy stuff right there. It was incredible. Just some exciting things going on this week. I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of good sports in our area, and we're going to be able to give you guys a lot of coverage on the upcoming things. So let's lead into some highlights with our 7-on-7 tournament style that we had on Wednesday evening over at Keith Hampton Stadium. Buena hosted Marine Academy, Douglas High School, Bisbee High School, Rio Rico High School, and Benson High School, and they had a 7-on-7 competition. Everybody was guaranteed 3 to 4 games.
It was
they were
so
playing
much fun.
Playing all the way up until almost 10 o'clock that evening. 100. That was the hottest day so far that week.
Yeah.
And then Thursday came along and said, "Hold my, you know what?" But
I think you can say beer on the
hold
air.
my beer. So just incredible, some good competition. Buena had 2 teams out there. There were so many kids. So we'll lead into our highlights right now for that. Despite being in 104-degree heat, John, that was so exciting to see those guys out there. They were putting it just like they're in live games. during the
teams.
season. Yeah, and it was just
So
nonstop.
many people were out there.
Yeah, we had a good crowd up in the stands too. Yeah.
Oh, there was probably 200 people on Hampton Field on a Wednesday in 100-degree weather.
It was nice.
Think about that. Like, the reality is there is a thirst for football here in Sierra Vista, and we're getting a ton of people out there watching.
Yeah.
I love
seeing
it.
those highlights, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, those are high-level plays, passing, catching. And
I'm telling
Big
you,
time.
that one where he caught it over that guy's hands, I mean, there was zero room for mistake. He catches it fully extended.
No room for error at all.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right, real quick, I'm going to give a nice, beautiful plug to Eagle Plumbing, our sponsor for the show. Eagle Plumbing, expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. You've seen their trucks and signs around town. Now join the fun. Spot a sign or truck. Do the Bobby selfie. And post your picture in their Facebook comments and to enter and win great monthly prizes.
Yeah.
Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports.
Dude, Bobby's the man, too. If you guys get out there, do some business with him. He's a good, like he says, he's a proud sponsor of local sports, and, you know, he's keeping things moving in the pipes, literally.
Well, there you go.
And as the son of a plumber myself, I mean, these guys work endlessly.
Oh.
Like, they work tirelessly. There's so much plumbing needed here in Sierra Vista, and all of these
Probably a lot of renovation needs to
for
start
sure,
happening,
for
right?
sure.
Because you know this area has been here for a long. I mean, Sierra Vista's been here for a while. I mean, you're talking 1800s from the Fort Huachuca's been here since 1883.
I'm
So
sure he runs out to Bisbee and sees clay pipes. I mean,
Yeah.
shoot. Oh, as the son of a plumber, your dad's probably seen some pretty wild stuff out
for
here.
sure, yeah.
The buildings out here, they're not all new, believe it or not. So, God bless Bobby.
Good job.
Next up, Ponytail League, baseball, softball, for the little girls. So let's check that out.
Going on, and that will be a pass ball. The runner will head home, slide in, safe underneath the tag. Bases loaded, no outs. That is a pop fly ball, soft fly ball. I don't think anybody's going to get to it. They don't, and the runners will all advance. They will send the runner around second from third to home, and that pushes the runners ahead. Make sure they feel welcome in our community. That goes by, and the runner is heading home because the catcher was lackadaisical getting to the ball. Batter's box. That goes in the dirt. Olivia will head home easily. 5-1 Mount Graham. Temperatures up in the valley and Tucson. There's a line drive into center field. One more run will score for Mount Graham. They lead 7-1 with no outs here in the bottom of the second. Elisa struck out the side last time she was there as the runner steals second, so 2 in scoring position. And the ball gets past the catcher. He will throw to third and not able to make the tag on the overrun. Another run scores. It is 9-1.
It's the same elevation.
Sharp shot going right back to Elisa. She throws over to first. No! In and out of the glove of the first baseman. Way the truth, the life. That is a fly ball to center field. Beautiful play by the Willcox center fielder. Moving over toward left. Can-Am bacon?
Northern bacon.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful snag by the shortstop throwing over to first. It goes wide, and the runner will head to second. And they try to steal second. Base runner got a slow start. No, they're calling her safe.
The league softball pitching rules this year to allow.
Hang on, that ball goes into center field. One run will score, and the second run will come in. That is all they need. They will send another runner in, and they'll try to make it an inside the park home run. As she goes out of the way, she is out, but it doesn't matter because
We had obstruction on that. They're going to score that run.
Oh, that will count?
We had obstruction. That run scored. That's a grand slam.
A grand slam inside the park home run to end this game.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
Talking about just a turnaround. Like this team made it to nationals in Ponytail last year, and to see Mount Graham come over from Safford and just put the whooping on them.
I'll say this though.
Softball is so strong in Cochise County, folks.
Yeah. Those little girls from Safford were chainsaws.
They just little buzzsaws. They just never gave in. They hit the ball where it needed to be hit and ran the bases well.
Yeah.
As I always say, make them play catch.
Yeah, exactly. Good
Make
point.
your defense play catch, and they mess up, and that's when you capitalize.
Yeah.
So good, hats off to the Mount Graham team. Moving on to into the winners bracket. Willcox has to come down to the losers bracket and fight their way back up to the championship, and we'll see how that goes this week. So
I'm looking forward to it. Being in the losers bracket, they can still make some hay.
Mm-hmm. So next up, I think we have the Legion game. For the first time in 20 years, we had a Legion baseball team come back to our diamonds here in Sierra Vista, and Coach Tommy running things for the summer. He's like, I don't take any time off. I'm going to keep going.
I know.
Right after the playoffs, right after the Buena season, he's like, here we go. Let's keep going. I'm going to keep coaching. So he's got a Legion team out there, and we're going to check out their highlights. They had a first Legion home game here in Sierra Vista against, I believe, a Tucson team. I'm not sure exactly, but we'll lead into the highlights.
There's a big drive into right center field. That's going to be over the head of the center fielder. This could be an inside the park leadoff home run. It will be. He doesn't even need to run that hard. He could crawl all the way home for a leadoff inside the park home run. For who was that? I don't have a lineup. Oh, that was Cole. Of course it was. Coach Tommy's doing double duty with Buena players and former Buena players. That base hit will take it right into left field. They will hold the runner at third. So the Sierra Vista team, will not have runners on the corners because the runner from first will advance to second. And that is a deep fly ball to left field. Left fielder going back. It'll go all the way over his head. One run will score. The runner from second rounds third, and he comes in, and it is a stand-up double, 2-run double that ends up tying the game at 2-all with no outs. See what he's able to do. That's a sharp grounder to third base. Bobbled by the third baseman. No play at either. And both runners will advance. They're going to send Skyler home. No, they hold him up. And that is a sharp shot right back to the pitcher who holds Skyler. No, Skyler ends up going, and he slides in safe at home. Allman, the pitcher for post 109. That is a deep fly ball. That is going to go a country mile. And are they going to send him all the way home? They'll get to third easily. Henderson with a stand-up RBI triple. It's a 2-run lead again. And he drives one into left field. That'll bounce in for a base hit. An RBI single. Cole Isaacson is 2 for 2. That was fisted, and that might bounce in. It is fair and bounces in. Cole will score. It is 6-2. Sierra Vista on a 2-out single by Esquer. Breaking pitch, gets past the catcher. It's a foot race home. He is safe in at home. Oh, that's a shot right into center field. A 2-out. That's going to go past the center fielder. Going all the way to one of the deepest parts of the outfield. Going into third. They have a shot to get him. Out at third. Stretch, Haros. And that is a shot into left field. Diving catch! What a gorgeous catch by the left fielder. And that holds the runner at third, but the ball is, where did the ball go?
In 20 years.
Oh yeah, it's
short hopper to third, scooped up, thrown over to first. What a gorgeous running play. Skyler Leon. Bases loaded, no outs. Chopper, and that will go into left field. 2 runs will score. As the runner rounds third, they try to throw home. It will not get there in time. That's a sharp ground ball. They decide to go home, and they get the runner out at home. Great job by Skyler.
Game 5. Wow.
Oof. Yeah.
What an opening game for Sierra Vista Legion. Oh my goodness.
Coach Tommy's teams.
American Legion post 52.
Like, Coach Tommy doesn't lose.
That was
another bonus sport to be looking out for in the future.
For sure.
Just rebuilding, reloading, as they say. And he's got plenty of kids coming back down the pipe. I know this freshman group, some of the kids that didn't quite make it, and I know that those kids are working twice as hard to make that Buena team next year.
That's an all-star team.
Yeah.
That team is stacked. And
Yeah,
watching those kids from all over Cochise County going up to beat up on those Tucson kids, that feels pretty good. You know, Cochise County's full of baseball, so... All right, what else we got going on?
Up next, we got the Dad Olympics, so check these out.
Father's Day Olympics.
And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go! As they take off, both men are flying right through this obstacle. This might be a record time. They're diving through and coming all the way out. And Lee comes through. What a finish.
So why don't you present the medal to Lee, Matt? All right. Our second place champion. Now Lee has his choice from a gift card from L&K Reynolds and a Buzz Dog's birthday party for his prize, or a 2-night staycation at Kate's Cozy Cabins in Tombstone, Arizona, and dinner for 6 catered barbecue from Bam Bam Barbecue.
I already lost track. That's too many things to choose from.
All right, so go ahead and crown the king. Yes. On No King's Day.
Here it is. And there it is. The Dad Olympiad champion Lee getting his first place trophy. But
right here, Matt with second place.
Matt, come on over. And you get your second place presented by Aloe Fiber. Hey, that's all right. What? Now, I heard you said that we have snowballs.
We are ready.
It's only 100,000 degrees outside here, Jai. So
let's take a look at what we got going on.
And it is some shaved ice is what we're seeing here. And it is time for the snowball fight. Lobbing it in and down.
All right, let's snowball.
As the snowball fight ensues, we want to thank you for watching this presentation of Cool FM Live.
Wow, in the Dad Olympics with a snowball fight in June in Arizona. We welcome that every day.
Yeah. Well, a little event for the fathers, here in Cochise County, showcase some athletic ability.
Yeah.
Well, Lee looked like he was in his prime, still from high school. We know who you are, Lee. Hats off to you, sir.
Where do you learn a combat role? Like, is he a video game character?
Probably, it could be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You have to question some when you have certain skill set. You're like, wait, where did that come from? I don't know, man. He probably watched it on TV and just picked it up. A natural. Next up, we've got Coronado Soccer.
Nice boot to the center there, missing the header. And then getting a shot right there, twisting around, gets past the Coronado goalkeeper. It is 1-0, SC Union Maricopa. The Raiders on the move again, deep in Coronado territory, taking a shot on goal, scooped up by the Coronado goalkeeper. Jared to tie the game. In the 24th minute, lines up. Which direction is he going? He waits until the last minute, but sneaks it in past the right side. The goalkeeper guessed correctly, but the ball still drove in past him. We appreciate you tuning in as well. Left-footed kick right into the breadbasket. Oh, beautiful give and go. Hooking that left footer. Nice diving stop by the Coronado goalkeeper. That is a shot beautifully blocked by the Coronado goalkeeper. How on earth did he get his hands on that? Good header to clear the ball out momentarily. Oh, swing and a miss. But the second effort goes in. How on earth? What an incredible shot. Coronado on the attack, coming in. Oh, just missing the opportunity. The follow-up not there either. Goes off the post and out of bounds. Gets that ball centered. The header blocked. Saved by the Coronado goalkeeper. Free kick for Coronado. This is their chance. Lobbed in, looking for a header. It gets through. Beautifully lobbed in. The assist by Joseph Valencia. The header by Jarrett Gallagher coming in from the fullback position. Coronado still keeping the pressure on. Getting the ball stolen, trying to center it in. Wide open shot. Bounced off the goalkeeper twice. Are you kidding? How on earth Do they come away empty? That ball goes ahead. And no, they're going to say a whistle and pushing. A little shoving match here going on. Tempers are flaring. And now the official needing to break it up. This is not good. And now this game, oh my goodness, the fight is breaking out. Both sides are going at it. That is a red card. Yes, so red cards to each side. One player on each side received a red card. He's calling it. He's calling it. The game is over. It will end in a 2-2 tie.
Well,
Those are grown men.
as Ron Burgundy would say, that got out of hand quick.
Yeah, that was escalated.
That escalated real fast.
Yeah, that was
Whoa.
a little bit of a disappointing end to a 2-2.
Not a good sign of sportsmanship there, folks. Sorry about that, but that's just part of sports too that we unfortunately have to see. I mean, we saw the Dodgers and Padres the other night.
Oh my, yeah.
So anyway.
But the thing about Coronado is the night before that they had played, and they won like 8-3. You know, they were on a roll. They if they hadn't responded to that fighting and that guy had gotten a red card, neither of the teams would have been able Coronado, the local team, would have been able to play with one man down, probably been able to score within that last 10 minutes. But they retaliated, so they just called the game. They said the referees had enough. They'd been there that night before too, so they weren't into it.
Ended a 2-2 tie.
So instead of doing basketball, we'll do yours one more. I'm going to do one thing in between. I'm going to talk about the golf showdown real quick. So Tuesdays, we have our Sierra Vista Smashers On Golf Showdown, and it's awesome. We've had such a great response. We've had people fill every roll, 4 people every single week. So this week, they're playing for $1,000. Buy a car, baby, pay rent.
Go on a trip.
Yeah, so Jeff Davenport, Colin McCarty, Maddie Jackson, Andrew Griesmer, Tombstone's own Andrew.
Yeah.
He won a $500 half-court shot. This kid is paying rent with all the winnings that he gets with us. We love the kid. He's going to Arizona Christian University. Really, really nice guy.
To save up for that school too.
He paying for school. So so come on out 7 p.m. on Tuesday. You can come out and golf for free, totally free, 6:30 to 7:30 while we're doing our show. We start at 7, but we want you to come out and play and get out there ahead of time, have a good time, get some food. The drinks are really inexpensive. That's kind of like the hidden trick is that it's a great deal to be out there. Now that I said that, I'm gonna give it back to you, my man.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So finally, we have the Buena Colts basketball at the Pima Beat the Heat tournament. Check these highlights out.
Heat tournament.
Buena has some good pressure on the ball early, forcing some turnovers. Here they are on the fast break. Ricardo with the easy layup. Number 41 in the corner. Yeah, Rio Ricky giving up all this height against Buena's big men. You have to make up that height difference somehow.
Yeah.
And look at that, right on cue, coach.
Great pass, great play by Gabe. Great pass.
Well, and a menace on defense in the game.
Yeah.
Ricardo Brooks taking it all the way for the layup. Buena just looking to run every time they get the ball. 14 in the corner is good. And that is the ball game. Buena with a commanding 82-50 win. Jojo cross into the 3 is good. The first bucket of the game for the Buena Colts. Sieniga now the other way. Layup is the double team. Number 10 does. And Noy stepped into the lane and lays it up. The 20-point lead is good. 20-point lead for Sieniga. Back now. Stepping in the corner. Going to take it coast to coast over to Caden. And a high finish. Number 4, pull-up 3 over the outstretched hands of Caden, and he gets it to go. Caden has a baby on him. St. Augustine in the lane. The layup for 2 is good.
Look at those graphics. I gotta say,
Good
Dan,
stuff.
the man, that looks really good.
Our production crew with Aiden and Dan.
Well, believe it or not, those highlights, that production crew, Julian, and guess who else did that? Julian, you want to say? Didn't your mom? Who was your cameraman?
Okay. The first day, yes, my mom was the cameraman. So yeah.
Hey, way to go,
dude! That's the way to do it. You get someone that, shout out to mom for sure. Yeah, but when you got someone that cares about it, about your success, you can actually see it on the camera. You can see that they're really focused in. That was an excellent job. Yeah. So thank you to her.
The Buena JV, they ended up winning the tournament for the JV bracket.
Okay.
And Buena Varsity, they placed 3rd place after losing to Cienega, unfortunately.
How big was the pool?
Might have been 8 teams. So
okay, that's pretty good.
It wasn't bad. It was some good teams out there. Cienega, of course, the Buena High School's rival.
Yeah.
So Buena has a tournament this weekend now at Sporting Chance. So
okay,
that's where Coach Baker's at with the team this weekend. So good luck to our Colts on the court.
Yep.
Stay safe and stay healthy out there and hydrated for sure in Tucson. Oh my goodness.
All right,
we're gonna talk about
do we have a 60-second
NBA finals?
Yeah,
one more game.
Ooh. So let's talk NBA finals.
Let's talk game 7. Wow.
Game 7 is going to be in Oklahoma tomorrow.
Well, tell us how we led up to this, because game 1, game 2, game 3. Now this last week was game 5 and 6.
5 and 6, yeah.
Okay. So the Indiana Pacers went up 2-1 on the Thunder, and the Thunder tied it up 2-2 in Game 4 in Indiana. So then you head back to Oklahoma for Game 5, and the Indiana Pacers haven't lost back-to-back games in these playoffs. They haven't trailed in these playoffs, so this is a big game for them. Yeah. But Oklahoma comes out. I think this was Jalen Williams' 40-point game, a playoff career high for him, and they took the series lead 3-2. And then a couple nights ago, Indiana Pacers just shut out the Oklahoma City Thunder. They were up 30 points by the end of the 3rd quarter. It was
they showed a graphic with the Game 5 and Game 6 comparison, and Oklahoma got shut down, like you said. The Pacers just played incredible defense.
I was just looking at the box score, and it didn't look like it was even close. Even they still won by 18 or 13 or double digits, but they had a gigantic lead.
Yeah, that score doesn't really represent how the game went.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Wild comeback. Those comebacks, when your bench players are doing those comebacks and you're looking at the plus minuses, I love looking at plus minuses to try and figure out what happened in the game.
Well, me being a hometown fan and favorite of our hometown guys, I'm looking forward to the Pacers winning a title for T.J. McConnell, who's former Wildcat point guard.
Dude, that he's still in the NBA is ridiculous, and he's still good in the
NBA. Whatever his name
Benedict Mathurin. Yes.
Mathurin is going to be a possible, champion with. So that's 2 Wildcats on that team.
The Indiana Pacers, they are not a superstar team. They don't they remind me of the Detroit Pistons kind of.
They're just an all-around, well-rounded team. They don't really have any holes in their offense or defense, and they just play hard.
Yeah, and they're super clutch. If you've got the most clutch player, I'd rather have the most clutch player than the guy that's considered the MVP, honestly, because if you're hitting shots at the end of the game and it's close, and versus just pouring it on in the middle of the game, I'd rather have that guy hitting those end of the game shots. Jared, do we want to talk about U of A? Anything?
I want to talk about real quick a question for you guys. Do you give an honorary championship ring to Reggie Miller?
I mean, I love him. He doesn't
he's
get
still
a,
commentary.
He doesn't get a champ. Oh,
he still calls the game.
Is
He called the Eastern Conference
Yeah.
Finals, but he's at every Indiana game. So.
If he's their home announcer, then yes, but he doesn't get one as a player. I wouldn't give him.
Well, of course not.
Yeah, but there's a lot of guys
Maybe we'll
that get
give him
those
the
rings.
certificate.
Broadcasters, broadcasters get those rings with those guys.
True.
So
It's very true.
And a little stat here: Game 7 home team history in the finals. Their record is 15-4.
Yeah.
So history is on the Oklahoma City Thunder side.
Oh my gosh, Game 7. That's gonna be
It's
so
at
exciting.
Oklahoma.
Yep.
I'm
It's
rooting
at
for the
Oklahoma
Pacers.
City.
Yes, it's in Oklahoma.
I'm rooting for the Pacers, but
Wow. It's gonna be fun to watch
It's gonna be a great
Yeah.
game.
for sure.
Diamondbacks.
Well, U of A baseball unfortunately got booted when they got to the World Series.
You say that like
it's. I mean, it's just.
they made
I
it
think.
to the World
I think what
Series.
happened is
they didn't win.
They ran out of gas. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough road to get there to Omaha, and if you're not used to getting there on a yearly basis, but you play. That's what you play for. Is you play for the World Series, and you get there. And things happen. Sometimes you gotta fight through adversity. And
second best team in the nation. That was not a disappointing.
Yeah,
thing.
so they did what they were supposed to, but errors killed them when they didn't need them, and so hats off to Coach Chip Hale, and those guys are going to rebuild. Some of those guys are going pro. It's going to be some exciting baseball in the next few years.
Making it that deep into the season, that incrementing fatigue, it's a real thing.
For sure.
Making it that deep, it takes a lot out of a person.
Yes, absolutely. And they play back-to-backs. The stuff that they do in baseball is a whole lot different than they do in other sports. They're fourth in the NL. Well,
D-backs?
Yeah.
Well, the NL West.
Yeah.
Well, they played a solid game last night against Colorado.
Yeah.
Which, I hate to say it's not very hard these days, but
38 and 37.
The Rockies are not the greatest team, and
good Lord, 17 and 59.
I didn't want to say it out loud.
Wow.
It's pretty bad.
Wow.
So
Wow, that's bad.
We had a crushing blow to our pitching rotation this week. Martinez was our closer for the D-backs. We lost him to most likely another Tommy John surgery coming up for his elbow. It's going to be the second one in 3 years, and he's 23 years old.
Ooh, he's going to have an even better. He's going to have double. Those surgeries are the only surgery that I'm.
Here's the thing,
I'm like,
though.
you get stronger.
Yeah, but he's already thrown 102.
So he probably can't hit 102 again. Well, what if he gets up to 105? What if he's throwing 110 and he blows the back out of a glove and kills an ump on accident?
I watched him a few weeks ago when I went to a D-backs game, and you see that thing leave his hand. You can't see it get to home plate. It's so
whistling.
fast. It's just like you hear the pop, but you can't see it. It's so fast. It's incredible.
And I'm not a big baseball guy, but I heard some news that Shohei Ohtani was cleared to pitch again.
He did pitch this week.
And how did he do?
He had a couple innings. He fared pretty well. They didn't want to go too crazy with him, so they brought him in for a little bit and let him start.
Relief.
He actually started.
Oh, he started, and then took him out after like 4 or something.
So we might see Ohtani start hitting the mound a little bit more. Maybe closer to playoff time. I probably would save his arm till then. I mean, the guy's a freak athlete. He's going to be ready to go for anything, even throwing the boxing gloves on, as we saw earlier this week with that team. After he got plunked in the back of the knee, both teams cleared the benches and had a little.
He is the most valuable player in baseball, though. So you throw the baseball at the most valuable guys. I hope the owners listen. I'm going to put $50,000 on that next. If you plunk that guy, everybody's going after him. We'll have a pizza party. We'll celebrate that fight. Well, is there anything else we want to talk about? I think we hit just about everything locally. We hit a lot of things nationally. Okay.
Real quick. If you have a chance, if you haven't signed up, well, you're not going to sign up. You got to be. It's like a first come, first serve.
Right.
On Fort Huachuca, Tuesday, the 26th, or whatever the date is. I think it's Thursday, actually. Rob Gronkowski, U of A's own.
Why didn't we lead with this?
Gronkowski is going to be at the PX on Fort Huachuca for autographs.
Gronk is one of my all-time favorite players.
You have to keep in mind, you have to have a Department of Defense
clearance.
The ID.
Yeah.
To get in the line to get a autograph chance for an autograph and picture with Rob Gronkowski.
I always tell people
one of the most successful tight ends, if not the best tight end.
Number one.
Better than Travis Kelce.
Dude, yeah, I have no problem saying that. No, I would.
Sorry, John, you know I'm going to put that out there.
If I had a team full of Gronks, you might win. Like, honestly, you could take 11 Gronks and you might be able to win a game.
The guy had a steel plate in his entire forearm.
Dude, I love Gronk. Dude, so Gronk is one of the guys that I really, really respect on the field. As much of a party animal as he is, like, he can survive all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And what was I going to say about Gronk? He's just an animal. But, yeah, anyway, if you're on post, go check out Gronk. I think he's an excellent person to follow.
He'll probably take plenty of pictures, and even though when the autographs are over, he'll probably stick around for a couple of photo sessions.
So another win for Cochise County and Fort Huachuca.
Sure.
The last time I remember an athlete coming down to Sierra Vista and Cochise County area was Jason Terry. Jason Terry came into Sierra Vista a while back. I went to
Wildcat alum.
Gronk is like two Jason Terrys.
Wildcat alum.
Gronk coming here is just insane for Cochise County.
Dude, so as far as sports go, he's like the Brad Pitt of sports. I don't know if he's the Brad Pitt.
So it's not an opportunity you really want to miss. So if you can, go out there and show
I want to now.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'll have him sign my arm. Hopefully he doesn't chop it off.
Never
or
wash
something.
it again.
Yeah, well, I'm not that much of a fan.
No, he's going to get it signed, then he's going to go down to the local tattoo shop and get it tattooed.
Yeah, you should see all my other tattoos. So,
No, let's not go there, John. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Well, we had a great time today. We would like to thank Eagle Plumbing. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the show. God bless you. And remember to do the Bobby, get that point, do the selfie when you see Eagle Plumbing. Get next to one of those logos. Anything else? I think we've covered it all. So thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the
We'll have lots of coverage of upcoming playoffs in baseball and softball this week. So keep tuned in for Cool FM Live and
a lot of baseball.
Cool FM Sports. Wherever we're at. Sevens might be. I think they're taking a break this week because they're going to be up in. They're actually right now probably hitting the field at Western New Mexico University in Silver City, having a Silver City Sevens today.
What part of Arizona is that?
Silver City, New Mexico, John. This guy needs to get on the geography again. Look at a map, sir. Silver City is New Mexico. I said it.
If they flavor the map correctly, I will.
It's a great, brand new, updated facility. It's a beautiful new field, and so they all the firemen are saying hi as they drive by.
Very cool.
No, just kidding. No,
thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Cool FM Live Sports Show. We'll be back next week with another live show. God bless y'all.